Welcome to Living on the Ocean. My name is Arie and together with Cheryl Hudson and our dog Camino, we are on this fantastic beach in Carriacou. This place is completely off-grid. And we enjoy that so much. Camino can run around and the water is crystal clear. We can see the shadow of Trimaran Dawn on the bottom and the stingrays swimming over our anchor chain. I don't know much about them. I don't know how close I can come, but I don't want to get a whack of that tail. And we meet Arie, a great sailor, no engine. He just knows how to handle his yacht and he has been all over the Caribbean. Now, Carriacou is fantastic. But this little off-grid place where there are no houses, the fantastic beach, the place where Camino can walk around and where we feel very happy and free. You just hear that from other people with experience. Now there is a little hut and people come here early in the morning. A little powerboat shows up with food and cases. Every morning they back and they're building up the barbecue place, create fantastic food. And it's mostly some locals that come here to celebrate a birthday, to dance and to swim in this wonderful underwater paradise. I love snorkeling and I spent hours underwater filming and hoping to see a turtle. But that won't happen in this video. And what also doesn't happen is the filming of the manta that we did see. When we were rowing to the shore of this fantastic beach, it looked like a massive plastic bag. It was wider than our dinghy. On each side of it, when we went over it, a massive manta ray. And I couldn't even put my oars in the water, afraid to touch him and maybe him to swing his tail. No, it wasn't this little one on the bottom. It was a massive one. And it was an experience. I pop up to see where Trimaran Dawn is, because looking at all this I lose my sense of direction and definitely my sense of time. The colors underwater are so beautiful. With the help of the sun you can really see it. But farther down where the sunlight is less, it's harder to pick up by the camera. This pufferfish and this beautiful coral structure, I just enjoy it. Don't touch the coral, they tell me, because it will die if you touch it and it takes forever to grow. I'm happy to have found a spot where there's still things alive, because also here I found a lot of dead reefs. Carriacou is the island of reefs, but sadly enough a lot has died. But in this little place it's still a paradise. The birds seem to know that, the fish seem to know it, and it's absolutely wonderful. I learned a long time ago that a fish and what lives on the ocean crawls away underneath the rocks and in the little gaps. And you can see how the fish is trying to hide in there. And yesterday there was a massive pufferfish in there. That's the fish for which you need a very long and good education how to prepare it. Because if you do it wrong, the person that eats it dies. And if I'm mistaking the fish with something else, feel free to correct us in the comments. We're looking forward towards your comments and will always do our best to respond personally and as soon as possible. And if you want to help our channel, it'd be great help if you like and comment on our videos. And why wait till the end to thank all of you that have subscribed and make this channel grow from 0 to already almost 4,000. Thank you so much. We stayed here a couple of days and fallen in love with this wonderful little place, just big enough for a couple of boats. And was it warm? No, not always. Sometimes it even rained. And you could catch the rainwater and live here. What a wonderful paradise. But we couldn't stay and we went back to Paradise Beach Club. Just as well a paradise. We need to be back here because Cheryl's new passport is gonna arrive and that's why we came to Carriacou. But Paradise Beach Club is also off-grid. The power station burned down. and with a spare battery and a spare inverter I can at least make sure that their till can work and their business can continue. And behind us a little red boat had anchored and we get to know Arie. And that was wonderful. His great stories, his experience, he knows all the ins and the outs of the Caribbean, where to go and where not to go. He's from Dominica and his little red boat with no engine is absolutely fantastic in his skillful hands. Tomorrow he's gonna leave and the last evening he's coming alongside. That will be for sure a lot more great stories to hear and places to go to. And for Camino, this is something new. Boats never come this close by. Well, Arie can do it sometimes when he just does a sail by like Top Gun. Docking the boat up like this together with him goes so easy and so controlled. But there's a lot more danger in it. Cheryl is interested in how a monohull looks on the inside. She's never been on one and this is gonna be a first step on a monohull. Hey Arie, we wish you a good trip, man.
Thank you.
What type of boat is it?
It's a Beneteau First 30. And this is my dream boat for 14 years. What's up, man?
Come on. My new friend that I met here, he was anchored behind me in Carriacou. Arie sailed every island in the Caribbean.
Yes.
And it's a walking dictionary, I think, for information for everybody.
For every island.
For every island, yes. But for every sailor, I mean,
yeah.
That comes here. Hey, very nice, man. Yeah. Inside it's nice and tidy and Cheryl loves it. I might have made the biggest mistake of my life.
Because it tends to
bungee steering.
Yeah. Yeah. She doesn't slam into the waves like the modern Beneteaus because she's really a sharp.
Yeah. His father sailed the Caribbean with wooden cargo vessels and sails, just to deliver cargo from island to island, as he learned to do as a young man as well. His sailing skills are phenomenal and I have a lot of respect for this man that proves the theory that small boat sails and big boats lay on anchor. And even when it storms, he just sails up and down in between when it's too risky to anchor because he might drag. This man knows how to sail and this man shows how beautiful sailing can really be and that you don't need a big boat. Living on a small boat like this in an off-grid paradise must be absolutely wonderful, but it isn't all wonderful. As some of you probably know, Cheryl has Crohn's disease and she was operated on it and there's some scars inside that can create troubles. And that's what happened. We don't know exactly why, but she's in intense pain for quite a long time, taking very heavy painkillers. We come through it, but it's always very tiring for her and not fun for me and not even for the dog. We all went through it and it makes us wonder. What if we would be far away and needed more help than this? But work can't stop either. I have to make a shelf to put the water tank on and a shelf to put the water maker on. Then we have a pump and we have hoses, lots of hose and hose for the clean water, electro wire. We have all the bits and the pieces, filters, pumps, and there is the water maker standing on the new shelf with a manometer, a decompression valve, an accumulator, a fine filter and a carbon filter. I'm already busy thinking about this job for so long. because it's not easy to find a route for all the hoses since there are no holes in the bulkheads in this boat. Cheryl, lucky enough, is all happy working on the computer again, and that day I see 12.6 volts with a working water maker. Don't watch the funny electricity cables, everything is still laying loose, but it's working. And I'm very happy with that, because this water maker was more than a year, almost 3, on the boat before it got installed, and somebody worried me a bit saying that may be too long and it may have gone wrong. Well, here's the pump, salt water is coming to it, and under high pressure to this black tube it goes up, comes up to this fine filter. It's already been filtered rough earlier, and then it goes to the accumulator into this water maker. And the water maker to the blue hose is filling this stainless steel tank, and you can see to the see-through hose that it's almost full. It has made 30 liters in an hour. So I'm very happy we're making water. This, if I open it up, it's fresh water. We hope you like to subscribe to our channel, and you can do that by clicking the round button in the bottom left corner. In the top corners there are buttons to click for our playlist of sailing with Trimaran Dawn and Trimaran Twilight. We hope to see you in the next episode from Living on the Ocean.